Question number 3. Which of the following graphs is a one-to-one, many-to-one, one-to-many, or many-to-many mapping, which is not a function? Now recall we said that the functions are one-to-one and many-to-one. All right, so never forget that. Mappings that are functions are one-to-one and many-to-one. Okay, so let's carry that forward. Right, so bearing this in mind, we can identify which ones are, what type of mapping it is, and if it is a function or not. So let's look at the first, let's look at D. Right, so now, when you look at the, remember the x-axis are the domain and the y-axis are the range. Let's take a look at this domain -3. Let's take a look at -3, for example. Now, if you notice, -3 is a domain. So -3 maps onto this range there. That's probably 2 3/4. And -3 also maps onto this range right there. So what is actually going on, anybody? Is this a one-to-one? Anybody? Is this a one-to-one happening there? Let's look at -2. -2 is mapping up there. That's 3, probably 3.5. Well, -2 now is also mapping to -3.5 probably. So can anybody tell me what is going on there? Anybody? Hello, anybody can tell me what kind of mapping is going on there? Hello? Well, actually is one going to many, yes? One is going to many. Do we see that?
Yes, sir.
Right, one is going to many. So D appears to be a one is going to many. All right. One is going to many. So to answer the question, part I, A part I. A part I. So D now is a one to many. These are one to many. Okay. Let's analyze E. Here is E. Let's see what's going on with E. Now with E now, you have -2. Let's take a look at -2. That's the domain. -2 is going to this. All right. And 2 now is also going to this. Oh, but by the way, let's go back to D. -3 is going to this, but also 3 is going to it. Ah, let's take a closer look at B. -3 is going to 3, a little more than 3, and 3 is also going to that same number, and -3 is going to another one, and 3 is also going to that same one. So it appears that what is going on there is a many-to-many. That's a many-to-many. Because this now will be many-to-1, isn't that so? Many-to-1, because the -2 is going to that same value, and 2 is going to the same value. Okay, if there was the other piece, then 2 would go to another value that would be a one-to-many. So when you have a one-to-many and a many-to-1 happening at the same time, you have a many-to-many. So we have to make the correction here. D is a many-to-many. All right, D is a many-to-many. That circle is a many-to-many. Okay, E is a one-to-many. No, many-to-one, sorry. Why is a many-to-one? Why is E a many-to-one? Here it is. Many is going to 1. -2 and 2, the former many going to 1. So many going to 1. So E is a many-to-1. And F now, F, what is going on with F? Can anybody share with us what's going on with F? Let's take this 3. 3 is going up to this value there, and 3 is also going down to this value there. So what is actually going on? 1 is going to many, isn't that so? Okay, so F is a one-to-many. 1 is going to many. Look at it again. 4 is 1, 4 is going to 3, and 4 again, that same 4 is going to -3. So 1 is going to many. Okay. So F is 1 to many. Okay. And part I, it says, which of the following graphs is not a function? Okay, remember we said the one-to-manys and the many-to-manys are not functions. So which one fit into this bracket? the mappings that are not functions are D is not a function because these are many to many. A many to one is a function. A many to one is a function. So E is a function. Remember, it says to list only those that are not functions. So D is not one, neither F, because F is a one to many, and one to many is not functions. So the mappings that are not functions are D and F. Now the question goes on to say, indicate how you would decide which graph is a one to many. So, which of course we simply did it. And you can also apply what you call a vertical test. Okay. So for part B, if the vertical test is applied and the vertical line touches the graph twice or more than once, then the mapping is one to many. All right. So take for instance, you have F. Okay, here's F. We already identify F to be a one to many. And if you apply a you draw a vertical line coming down and it touches the graph twice, it touches it here and it touches it also here. So that's a one going to many. All right, a one is going to many. Okay, and you can actually place that as your solution. Okay. Right, so the vertical test will indicate a one going to many.